Good old Garmin telling me when there's a car about. Anyway, you may have noticed that I've started doing a few more vlogs, and I'm going to try and keep it up. I'm thinking like one a week, see how that goes. I don't want to put like a huge amount of pressure on myself at the moment to keep doing them, but yeah, I think one a week's quite reasonable. Anyway, off season. This has been my last month and a bit. So what do I mean by that? Basically not really doing a lot of riding. I was pretty burnt out from, there it goes again. So I was pretty burnt out from this year, to be honest with you. Everest's, Badlands, riding to Switzerland, Spain at the start of the year, getting COVID 3 times, been pretty unlucky there. That I made the decision to take some time off. You've seen, went to America, spent some time out there, been kind of just having a much deserved and needed break. And as you can tell right now, by the fact I'm huffing and puffing, I'm not fit. So yeah, off season. This is the worst bit, trying to get back into momentum. So what is off season? It's what a lot of serious cyclist people class as a bit of time away from riding. For me, it's when I run out of motivation. I love riding my bike, I love it, but when I have no motivation to get on the bike, I know I need a break. But this last week, a bit of motivation's been coming back, feeling a bit better generally, just starting quite easy and taking it pretty easy. Lucky to work with a very good coach, Ken, who's also a very good mate of mine, and we just sort of been like spinning up into it. If you want to know what's next, because I know that everyone asks that, I've got Atlas Mountains in February, I think it is, and that's kind of like the next thing for me, is going out to Morocco again and having a go on Atlas Mountains. But at the moment it's just about getting riding again, getting the distance back up, getting used to it. My mountain bike is currently having a bit of love, so I'm out on the older Cervélo 5 today. So yeah, I'm currently riding up Thorncliffe Bank, which is one of the biggest sort of climbs around this part of the Peak District. Long, steep, bit of a bugger. It's got a very spicy bit coming up. But yeah, I'm basically doing like a couple of hours today. Up it goes again. It's pretty damn good, isn't it? So yeah, do a couple of hours today. I've just sort of been slowly getting back into the momentum of riding this week. Not particularly doing anything crazy hard, just riding. And as the weather seems all right today, I thought, let's go outside. That is Thorncliffe. I've been climbing for like 3k already. Little flat bit now, and then you got the steep bit. Great way to wake up the legs again. Almost there. It's a big one. To say, it's like, I don't know, about 6-7k long, but when you get to the top, which is basically that triangle sign, I don't know if you can see it, but you get welcome to this. Like, it's just insanely beautiful, and this is, I guess, why I moved up here from London. Hey! International. yeah, this is like always a real shock to the system, like just starting riding again. But you know, I've been spending most of this week indoors on the turbo doing quite simple structure stuff, usual kind of like way to start, get back up and riding. Normally, like I said today, I probably wouldn't do it indoors just because of the terrain around here, but motivation is really worth its weight in gold. If you're motivated to ride. Don't tell me that. It's windy. Basically, if you follow me on Komoot, you'll know this is a route that I do a lot. It's basically a double loop, 2 little circles makes a figure of 8. So the idea of it is, if I feel crap after the first figure of 8, or first circle of the 8, I can turn home. It's a really good one for just seeing how you are. And the hardest loop is definitely the first one, especially in this wind. So yeah, anyway, going back to that topic of off-season, it's really important. If you're feeling burnt out, take some time off. Honestly, I think it's the most undervalued thing in cycling, is just having a break. You've got to come back and be motivated for stuff. A lot of people do it in the winter. I normally do it for the whole of December, to be honest, but this year I just moved it forward because, as I said, it's been a big old year. Lots of kilometers, lots of challenges, mentally and physically very worn out. Anyway, back on this loop. I'm like 15k in, and it's, well, how much meters are climbing? 15k, 400 odd meters. Still going up, heading towards the Roaches now, which is just an incredible like hiking area around here. Then loop back down and then do the top part of Thorncliffe again before going on to the second circle on the figure of 8. Snack time. They're doing 25% off with the discount code Crystal25, I think that's it. Anyway, this is game changing. Don't mind unplugging my friend. Snack time. This is my mate's company, Christian, Styrkr. They've been sort of helping me out for a while, sort of using their stuff. And we met at Badlands in, well, last year, 2021. Since then, he's launched Styrkr, a nutritional brand to help endurance cyclists and endurance sport people, I guess. And they've just brought out these bars, and they are insane. This one, vegan, gluten-free, 50 grams of carbs, and the flavour is apple, cinnamon, caramel, and sultana. It's pretty damn good. It's gonna get me around for the remainder of this ride as well, I hope. Anyway, he's done a discount code, 25% off. It's Chris Hall 25. I'll put a link in the description here so you can use it. Just look at this. This is why I moved out of London. Oh my God! Oh. So windy! Oh god. So this is just about to join back on to the second part of the ride. Fitness will come back, trust me, it will. Almost to the top. It's definitely harder second time after not much riding. Anyway, oh man, so good. So, top of Thorncliffe again, second time. Got my toughs out. Definitely a bit of sweat. Oh, in the eye. Time to go into the second loop. See how it goes. Whole subject of what this episode is about is what's next. As I said at the start, going back to Atlas Mountains in February. It's been a race I've had a bit of gripe with to go back and do. It's going to be exciting. My mate Nelson, who runs it, got a turn. He always knows how to put on a good race. We're going back on a mountain bike this time as opposed to a gravel bike. Hopefully the right choice. Anyone that doesn't know about Atlas Mountains, it's a 1,000+, varies every year, kilometre race in Morocco, starting in Marrakesh and then looping out into the Atlas Mountains. It's usually held around February time, but they actually held the second edition in October, not very long ago. A couple of my mates went out there and did it. I actually took part in the first edition back before the pandemic basically, and I had to pull out. I had a pretty bad crash unfortunately, but that is just ultra cycling really. You're more likely to not finish than you are to finish most of the time. But yeah, so heading back on a mountain bike, quite looking forward to it. It's going to be nice to get some sun early in the year in February. Yeah, it should be good. I hate this climb. It's like the most misleading climb in the world because you run into it from a downhill and then it's just snakes around with continual like switchbacks. I hate it. Ridiculously windy, and just now riding back up to that top ridge by Thorncliffe again, kind of coming from the other direction, and then descent back home. Yeah, hope you enjoyed this one. It's a bit more chill, sort of just trying to show you what I do in my normal prep leading up to events as well. If you liked it, please drop a comment, like, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. You know what the deal is. Thank you very much. I'll see you later. Look at that! Big day. Yay! Marshall. Hey.